Good day, everybody. Today I will be looking at minutes of meeting. Today in block style and in another video in indented style. Before I start, I'm going to remind you to subscribe if you have not subscribed before. Like the video, share the video, comment, and please don't forget to watch the ads. Now, minutes of a meeting is usually a committee document. It's one of several committee documents that is usually prepared when a meeting is to be held. Now, in order for us to properly draft the minutes of a meeting, you first need to set up your page so that it is in single line spacing. We also need to ensure that it has no spacing before and after. So I am going to go into the paragraph group, and then I'm going to set the spacing before and after for 0. Before is already 0, so the one for after I'm going to reduce it to 0, and the line spacing I am going to change it to single, and then select OK. The next thing we need to do is to change the font to Times New Roman and the font size to size 12. Since we are looking at the block style, we're going to ensure that everything is flushed to the left. The first thing you will type is minutes of meeting, and that can either be in capital letters or what we call block caps, or it could be in initial caps and bold, or initial caps and underline. I'm going to just use the block caps, and then in another video I'm going to show you how we do it in initial caps, whether we're going to bold the initial caps or underline it. So minutes of meeting, notice also that it is flush to the left, and where the cursor is we need to press the enter key 3 times to get 2 clear line spaces after the heading. Then you're going to type the paragraph that is usually there before everything else, which is basically telling you that it is a monthly meeting or whatever the case may be, to be held wherever, at what time, and the date. So I'm going to type that it's a monthly meeting of Master Stitch. I got the content from online, so it may look familiar to you. Carpeting Company was held in the boardroom on, and the date, we are going to be typing the date properly. When you are typing date in block style, we put the day first, so we would put 10th or 10, it doesn't matter, and then the month, which would be January, and that would be followed by the year 2014, and it's going to be at 2:30 p.m. Note also that the dot is not between the P and the M, and that is because we do not use punctuation when you are typing the block style. Alright, typing it in block style. Then I'm going to press the enter key 2 times this time, because after each paragraph, as usual, we should have 1 clear line space. So where my cursor is, to get that 1 clear line space, we need to press the enter key 2 times. 1, 2. Then we would write present, which usually tells you the different persons that were at the meeting. So since I started in block caps, I'm going to continue in block caps. So my next heading is present, and I'm going to press the enter key 2 times. Remember, we need a clear line spacing, and I'm going to type the names of the persons that were present. So I'm going to start with Mr. B. Gale, and that person is the chairman. We always put the chairman first. Enter, and then the next person, which is Mrs. Pamela James, and she's the secretary. Enter, and then we have Miss Victoria Knight, and she is the treasurer. Let me remove that capital R, put a common R, and spell treasurer properly. Alright, enter, and then we will have the other members who were present at that meeting, which is Miss LeSean Thomas. Enter, and then Mrs. Portia Knight. Enter, and then last but not least, Mr. Oliver Lucas. Remember, now we don't use any punctuation when we are typing in block style. Alright, so we're going to press punctuation, meaning the comma and the full stop in this case. Alright, so we have a clear line space, and then we're going to have apologies in caps. Since I have my headings in caps, I'm going to remain consistent. So apologies for absence, or apologies, that's what we're going to have next. We change it to caps like I said earlier. Alright, at the end I'm going to press the enter key twice to get that clear line spacing, and I'm going to type the information, which is apologies for absence were received from Mr. Jim Smith, Mr. Andrew Young, and Miss Della Yen. All right. Then I'm going to press the enter key twice again to get that clear line spacing, and then the next heading will be minutes. Sorry, matters arising, or is it minutes? Minutes, I'm correct, minutes. Enter key twice, and then I'm going to type the minutes of the last meeting were read and confirmed. Right, and then we'll have matters arising. That would be matters arising from the minutes. Enter twice, and then we'll have renovation. I'm typing a little slow because I'm reading from something. Renovation to the old building is complete, and the relocation of the sales department will commence, that's spelled incorrectly, commence within 2 weeks time, within 2 weeks. All right, press enter key twice, and we're going to have new business in caps. Enter twice, and then I'm going to type what the new business was, which would be painting of the entire organization. And I'm going to make the correction soon. Introduction of a new product. All right, and then after that we'll have any other business, which is usually optional. Not all the time you'll have other business, but we'll have any other business. Enter twice, and then there was no other business. Full stop. Enter twice. Then the next heading will be date of next meeting. Date next meeting. Then we'll say it was decided to hold the next meeting on Monday. Let me just put the date instead. So we know we should have 20th of April, and then the date, the year, sorry, at 5:30 p.m. All right, so this is how you would type a minutes of a meeting in block style, and this is just one way of doing so. This could also be in side by side. Some people call it 2-column, but you don't necessarily go into column setting to get this done. You can simply use the tab key to do that. So for example, the persons who are present could be on one side, so I could cut it, put the cursor beside present and tab about 3 times and paste it. But we're going to ensure that all the names are under each other, right? And that is how it should be where the block style is concerned, if you're going to do it side by side, of course. But you don't have to do it this way. You could do it the way I did it first, but simply use the tab key to tab it over. So all the information that follows would be in the same format. So you would tab it across from the heading, and then of course, because you want everything to fall in line, you have to press the tab key and push it over. Pay keen attention to what I'm doing, and that is if it is not holding in one line, you have to tab it over to ensure that the information that is on the other side is right under each line. I have matters arising, it should be arising, so let me correct that. It's a rainy day. I'm going to tab it across, go to the end, press enter and tab it across again, just to ensure that it is under each other or lined up properly. And if you have any question, please feel free to ask your question in the comment section. Alright, I'm just going to put a full stop at the end of each sentence. When I say no punctuation, I was referring to the places like the date, the name, and stuff like that. Alright, so I'm going to go here, backspace and tab, and the same thing for the last thing on the list. Alright, go at the end of at and press enter and tab it so that it's right under it. And I need to make the correction here. No dots are supposed to be inside of it because it's block style. Alright, so I didn't see that till just now. So this is basically another way in which you could have typed it. Next video you'll see how it is done in indented style. Alright guys, thank you for watching. I'm going to ask you again to subscribe if you have not subscribed before. Like the video, share the video, comment, and remember to watch the ads. Bye guys.